Hi everyone, we're going to be going through a half-hour power yoga class. So if you would like to pause the video real quick and go take a brisk walk or jog just to get the heart rate going, please do so. Otherwise, we're just going to get right into it. I have a little bit of a warm-up for us, but we'll just get right into moving our bodies. So again, if anything doesn't feel right, just go ahead, skip it, add your own move. But the whole point of this class is to try to get that heart rate up by holding some static postures, by doing some rapid movements within our body. And again, this is yoga, so take it at your own pace, but we're going to be adding a few more core exercises into it. But let's just get started. So we're going to start in a tabletop position. I will try to keep track of time. So let's get started in that tabletop position. So for this neutral position, my knees are going to be underneath my hips, my wrists underneath my shoulders, my fingertips are nice and wide, like I was trying to give the widest of high fives ever. And we're going to gently press, so all parts of our hands are gently pressing into the mat. And I'm going to gently press out. So now I'm activating through my back. I have a nice long neutral spine here. And all I'm going to do here is just practice on breathing. So I'm just going to inhale up through the nose, drawing my belly button in. Exhale, pressing out the belly button. So just focus on that lower part of the abdomen to start. So inhaling out through the nose. Exhaling out. So again, 2 more times just like that. So again, I'm drawing in the belly button and I'm pressing it out. We're going to move it on into our chest. So now when I'm inhaling, I'm feeling my chest expand. And exhale, the chest falls. One more time, focusing on that. Now that little teeter-totter action, we're going to try it together. So inhale, the chest rises. Exhale, the belly comes out. One more time. Now let's take it through just some gentle neck circles. So I'm going to bring my chin down towards my chest. So a nice lengthening across the back of my neck. Inhale, just slowly bring my neck up, either staying in that neutral position if you have any neck issues, or we can start to bring it up just a little bit higher, feeling the nice little bend through the body, a little cat-cow occurring. Inhale, let's bring it back. Just the chin to the chest. And let's bring it back into center. I'm just going to bring my right ear towards my right shoulder. Get that nice stretch across the left side of my neck. And let's bring it back on over to the other side. One more time to the right. And to the left. Back into center. Now we're going to go through those traditional cat-cow breathing. So let's inhale up. Chest expands. Exhale, we pull the belly button through, rising our back. Inhale, drop the belly button down. Crown rises. Exhale, round through. One more time, just like this. My top of the feet are on the mat. So this time I'm going to exhale round through. I'm going to curl my toes under, so now the balls of the feet are pressing back. Same thing with that cow breathing. Continue to go, but now I'm feeling that nice stretch through my toes. Bring it back into neutral, flip those feet around. We're going to try this again. This time we're going to inhale up through the cow, but on the cat, I'm going to lift my knees up. So pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift. Lower down, cow breath. Exhale, knees hover. Slowly lower down. So it's that same slow movement in the cat-cow, but we're getting a little more of an activation through our belly here, but trying to lift our knees off the mat. One more time, just like this. We're gonna try the same thing, curl the toes. So inhale, cow. Exhale, lift and hover. Lower down. Ooh, now I'm starting to feel it into my thighs. That's nice. Lift and hover. One more time, just like that. Flip the feet back over. I'm just going to press back into somewhat of a child's pose, but my legs are going to be straight back. Just a big stretch across the back. And let's inhale, pull back into a longer, elongated tabletop. So press back, child's pose. Inhale, press forward. Exhale. So it's just a little more of a fluid stretch here. So I'm feeling that nice stretch when I press back here through my back, through my arms. Nice little crunch into my lower body. One more time. So you can stick with this. We're gonna press back into that child's, but this time when we come up back to that tabletop position, we're gonna hover the knees again. So come back forward, hover knees. So it's a little more of an elongated tabletop. Press back, child's. Inhale, hover, hold. Exhale, press back. Again, inhale, hover, hold. Exhale, press back. Let's do that 2 more times. Feeling a little more breath here, right? Is that 2? We'll do 1 more. Seems better. Press it back and hold here in this hover tabletop position. We're just gonna take it out a little bit further for that modified plank. We're just gonna stay here in this position. Or we're gonna take 1 foot back and start to get a little more of a calf stretch. So I'm just straightening through my left leg here to get a nice stretch through my left calf. Just to get a little bit ready before we get moving to any other down dog positions. So I'm still pressing out of my hands to activate through my upper body. So this isn't a break here. We're activating through the core. We're lifting up, trying to stay nice and strong here. Let's do it to the other side. Press it back. Again, pressing out of the hands, pressing into the foot, drawing the belly button in. We're starting to build some heat. It's good. 1 more full round of breath just to get that nice big stretch through our right side calf. All right, let's take it back. I'm gonna curl the toes this time. And we're gonna be moving through those rocket planks. So my hands are still staying nice and firm into the ground, maybe moving more into that inner webbing, so that inner peace sign to get that full traction here. But we're gonna press back into a nice little elongated hover hold. Inhale, press into a plank. So adjust the hands as needed to get that full long plank here. So my feet are hip width distance, my hands are underneath the shoulders, my neck is long, and on my exhale, I'm gonna squish back into that squat. So exhale, squish, we'll call this the rocket plank. So pressing it back, feeling the hands firmly pressing into the mat. Inhale, pull forward, nice long plank. Oh yeah. Take it through. We're going to hold here for a full round of breath into the squat. Inhale, bring it forward. 1 full round of breath into the plank. So press back. Full round of breath. Oh yeah. I'm already feeling, hopefully you're feeling it into the thighs as well. So that's a big activation. And again, press it back into the lower body. Trying to get that nice long stance here, not falling in, keeping the chest lifted. Whew. Pull it through. Let's do it 1 more time. And pull through, hold the plank. So right here, we're just gonna press back into our first down dog. Yes. So let's take it through, we'll pedal the feet. Again, you can always come here at any time to rest or recover or into a child's pose. We'll pedal, pedal, pedal. And once we found that nice stance, let's hold it here. So again, my feet are hip width distance apart. I'm trying to press my heels into the mat. My chest is going back towards the thighs. So I'm just gonna slightly adjust my stance a little shorter. And I'm gonna take my right hand and switch it on over to my left ankle or calf or thigh, wherever you wanna reach, just for a little twist. So I'm just trying to get a little more activation. So this is a lot of upper body work. So if you don't like this, just stick with a full down dog. So it can cause a little too much pressure on one side of the body. So if anything hurts, just go back to 2. Let's put that hand back, twist it on over to the other side. One more full round of breath here. And we'll come back to that down dog. So kind of similar to what we did in those rocket planks, but we're just gonna bend the knees. So it's coming, we'll call these the bear posture. So my arms are still nice and straight and long. And I'm bending my knees so my chest is coming in towards my thighs. And I've dropped a little lower. Again, we can just stare at here, or we're gonna try a couple foot lifts. So it's just, we're gonna step up and down slowly and just try to minimize the rock, near impossible, but
for me. We'll try to keep that rocking to little motion. So I'm barely picking up my toes. I don't even know if you can see it into the video, but they're maybe ½ inch to an inch off the mat. So while I'm doing this, I'm trying to get my obliques to help fire in to keep me balanced. This is a big core posture. Let's do one more on each side. And you can stick with the feet taps, or we're gonna try it into the hands. So a little harder here. Inhale, lift. I'm already starting to feel the shakes. Oh yeah. So again, just barely lifting, alternating side to side. Let's do 2 more on each side. We'll have a quick recovery. And let's take our knees nice and wide, coming down into a child's pose, but threading the arm through. Little shoulder rinser, gentle compression. So my left hand is staying nice and straight, and I'm going to flip my palm up. You can do this palm up or palm down onto the right side, just to get that nice little compression. So you can always lean more forward into the shoulder, or just take it back a little less. Great work. Let's do to the other side. So extending that arm out. Left hand comes through this time. Same posture into the hand. So again, if your palm is up, it stays up, or if you want to put it down, feel free to flip it over. We're going to make sure it stays into that same matching side. Let's take it for 3 more rounds of breath here. And one more relaxation. We're going to pull the arm forward. We're going to pull the whole body coming into our sphinx pose. So toes are going to go straight back, relaxing through the lower body. My arms are onto the mat. So my fingertips are going to point forward. And for me, my shoulders are right over the elbows. But if it's a little too much into the lower back, you can feel free to extend the arms further forward. So we're doing less of that little crunch into the lower back. Or if you need a little more, you can always press up onto the palms as well to get into that seal pose. Otherwise, we're just going to stay here. Neutral neck, so gazing right about at the hands, just to feel that nice activation starting to occur into the lower back. Again, the feet are relaxed behind us. Let's do 2 more rounds of breath. Before we get going, let's just do a couple wrist circles, because we're going to be using the wrists a little bit more for a few more planks. So just making sure we match them right and left sides, twisting through. Feels weird not facing the direction of the camera. Oh. Hope everyone is still staying nice and healthy and safe. Can't wait till we get to see each other in real life again. It's going to be much more fun, I'm sure. All right, my wrist's feeling tight, but we got to get going. It's only 30 minutes here, so let's roll on up into that dolphin plank. So my arms are going to stay just like this. We're just going to roll up onto the knees or toes. And again, let's adjust ourselves if we did take that modified stance to make sure our elbows are right underneath our shoulders. Again, we can do this on the knees. Toes can be in either direction. We're going to work a little bit more into the shoulders. So a true dolphin is like a down dog with these arms. I always like to use the dolphin plank because it's a nice little fun activation. When we're ready, we're just going to start to walk the toes up, coming into that dolphin pose. Once and you can keep going. My dolphin's pretty small. It's a big back of the body stretch, and I'm pretty tight in the back of the body. And it's a lot of work into the shoulders, which I'm a little weaker on too. So I'm going to slowly walk back out into the plank. Making sure we're still breathing. And then he'll start to walk the toes back up. Walk the toes back. Don't worry, I'm keeping track for us. We've been 15 minutes, so we're halfway through. We'll start to speed up these motions. Walk them back. One more time. Holding into the plank, these are going to be hand walk ups, so I'm going to do a right and left, come up into that full plank, reversing right back how I came, right left. Let's do the opposite. So left and right. Left and right. Again, right, left, right, left. One more time. But one more, I guess, to get back up. And we're gonna walk it on into that full down dog here. Whew, let's take one big clearing breath. So inhaling up through the nose. Exhale, release. One more time, inhaling up through the nose. Exhale, release. We're gonna go through 3 rounds of a modified flow. And how it's modified is gonna be a little more of a hold. So let's just inhale, pull forward into the plank, adjusting our hands as we need. And the feet, so nice long plank here, nice strong stance, drawing the belly button in. We're gonna come down to that crocodile pose. So just bending into the elbows and holding. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale, pull forward, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So I guess how I call it modified is usually in my yoga classes I go through this motion a lot faster between that crocodile pose and into the up dog. So we're gonna do it one more time. So inhale, pull forward into the plank. Exhale, lower to the crocodile, knees or toes. Inhale, pull through up dog. And exhale, press back. So go back into that down dog. I'm just gonna make sure I talk through that crocodile. So I'm making sure my elbows are staying in nice and tight. So my hands come dropping down, and I'm only going my chest as low as to my elbows. So I go as far as to those meet, and then I hold that posture again, making sure my elbows stay in nice and tight. So it is big tricep work. It's a full upper body work. I can tell it hurts. So let's pull forward. Again, plank pose. Exhale, lower crocodile hold. Inhale, pull forward, up dog. Ooh, that's nice. And let's push it back. Okay, let's get moving to a little more abs, shall we? That's the best part. So our heels are gonna stay lifted just like this. I'm gonna inhale my right foot up, and inhale, bring my knee across to my opposite elbow to hold. One full round of breath. Slight bend into the elbows. So I'll press back, leg up, nice 3-legged dog. Inhale, pull it into center and hold. Exhale, press it back. This time, same knee, same elbow. Outside, hold. Again, press it back. One more time, we're gonna cross all the way through. We'll pull that leg all the way under to come into that fallen triangle. So my hands can stay down like this. My right leg's all the way through. Or we can pull that top hand up. Make sure we're not falling into it. So we're lifting up, making sure our hips stay in line with the shoulders. One more full round of breath. Slide that right foot in, coming into a modified or a full plank. My upper body's telling me it needs a little break, so I'm gonna come into that modified plank. So my knee's gonna be underneath my hip, and my, what leg is this? Left leg is extended nice and long, left arm up. So option here, you can stay into the modified or into the full side plank. Either one, you can take that top leg and take it for a little hover hold. Whew. I can feel the heat. Luckily, it's nice and warm outside, so that'll help us, right? Make sure to bring that leg back down. We're gonna take that top hand, bring it back on for a full plank position. Holding here for one full round of breath. Let's walk it down into the dolphin. Plank. Hello. And let's walk it back, full plank, and press back down, dog. Good work. We're gonna do that same thing to the other side. Let me check our time. All right, we got 10 more minutes. So you're 2/3 of the way. Isn't that awesome? Great workout already. Toes up, 3-legged dog. Inhale, knee. Ooh, cross. That's right. Knee cross. Good work. Let's inhale, press it back. Inhale, knee to chest, hold. We're trying to draw that leg into the upper body. Inhale, press back. So let's crunch. Same knee, same side. Press it back. Again, cross it all the way through, fallen triangle. To the back. I'm gonna rotate because I like to see everyone. And by everyone, I mean the camera, apparently. Lifting on up, fallen triangle. Again, keeping the hips lifted. One more full round of breath. Draw back in, modified or full side plank. Arms are getting a little tired with, but my son getting a little bigger, so it's modified plank. Side plank is exactly what my arms are needing today. Remember, we are always listening to our bodies. Either option, we can take that hover hold of the outside leg, making sure we're staying nice and strong here. One more full round of breath. And let's take that hand down, coming into the plank position. And we'll walk it down into that dolphin. Holding here. Walk it on back. And let's press back into our down dog. So nice big stretch here. Feel a little relief through that first set of abs. We're gonna get into the lower body a little more. So let's inhale what leg is this? My right foot up. And let's push it out to the outside for a lizard pose. So this lizard lunge, my feet, I'll take it this direction. All right, my front foot is outside of the body, so it's coming out to the outside of my hands. And I'm trying neutral into the hips. So what I mean that is my belly button's staying zeroed with my nose. I'm not trying to twist or anything. I'm staying flat with my hands. So it's a nice big opener here. You can always take the option of lowering the back knee, or you can always bring the forearms onto the mat or onto a block as well if you need to get deeper into our right side hip. So it's a nice hip activation, stretch into that right side, and a nice stretch across the left side hip flexor as well. I've got 10 minutes for us. And I said that before, it's really like 9 minutes. Let's roll back up. If you took that left knee down, back onto the balls of the feet, my left foot is gonna meet the right, coming into a slightly mini wide-legged forward fold. So my feet are hip width distance onto the mat, and I'm just coming into a wide-legged forward fold with this stance here. And from here, I'm just gonna tip on back into a wide chair, so a wide squat, keeping my chest up. Whew. Let's do a couple of wrist circles here. It's the first time making a nice long break. Yeah, and a coffee break. So I'm getting a little lower into my squat just so I can grab my coffee. All right, make sure I'm staying hydrated there. And let's fall forward, wide-legged forward fold. And we'll heel toe walk our feet together. Feet are to touch. And let's just sink it back into a chair. So I'm nice and low into my chair here. I'll face forward for you as well. Make sure I get nice and low, stay in view. So I'm sinking down. My hips are drawing back down, and my knees are actually pushing over my toes. So I'm making sure I'm getting low enough into my squat that I'm pressing those knees over, but they're still in line with the toes. So I'm gonna stay this direction because I'm gonna take my hands and stay nice and low. I'm gonna take my elbows. So my right elbow is gonna come to the outside of my left leg for a little twist. Staying into the twist, my right leg, or I guess my left leg now is gonna stay forward. I'm gonna slide the right leg back, coming into a twisted high lunge. So option here to stay with his arms just like this, or we can open them up nice and big. Woo! Feel a little rock and sway. You can challenge your balance by looking around. Makes it a little harder. Let's take it for an untwist back into that high lunge. And we're gonna open up for a warrior two. So I'm just gonna switch my stance here so I can stay with you. So my feet are heels are gonna be in one nice long line. Chest is up, front knee open. I can see I'm kind of blending into the couch. Let's try to go like this. So you can maybe see a little better into the legs. That didn't work. I'm sure you guys miss my goofy antics in class. So a nice big arms are gonna be nice and straight to each side, activating through the fingers. All I'm gonna do is take that top hand, or back hand, excuse me, my right hand, reach it up and over like I'm reaching for a big ball in front of me. Swaying back like a nice tree behind me. One more time to the front. And to the back. Legs stay low, I'm coming into that side angle, so all the way down. We can always modify by keeping the left arm on top of the left leg. We're opening up our chest here. Good work. Stay low into the legs. We're not done with those legs yet. Let's reverse the warrior. Let's carve those hands all the way down, stepping my foot back, down dog. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I'm just gonna twist around so I can match. Good work. So we got all crazy. I like it. So lifting the left toes up this time, we're gonna pull all the way forward for that lizard lunge to the left side. So again, now my left foot is onto the outside of my left pinky, and my knee is gonna be stacked right over my ankle. So it's again, nice big left side hip, right side hip flexor, or we can take the knee down. And again, forearms or palms or on block, whatever you need here. Good work. All right, I'm keeping track. We got 4.5 minutes. We can do this. So let's roll on up onto those toes. Right foot meets the left, wide squat, forward fold, big stretch, allowing the head to hang heavy, chin towards the chest. Wide squat, lifting up, again, ankle circles, sinking nice and low. Oh yeah, we got this. Only a few more moves into this power half hour. So again, forward fold, walk those feet together. And let's inhale, sit into that chair, so sinking nice and low, chest stays up. Arms can be up straight ahead, out at a cactus or at heart center. I'm gonna stay lifted here until I bring my hands into heart center. This time it's gonna be left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Twisting for you guys here. So this time, right foot's gonna stay forward. Let's slide that left foot back. Nice big twist into this high lunge. Again, we can open up the arms. Making sure we're breathing. Let's bring our hands into center, into this high lunge pose, and we'll open up again, warrior two. I'm getting just circles in, trying to stay one direction. Again, heels in one line, making sure if I look down, I can see my big toe into the inside of my front knee, and I'm not gripping the mat with my knees. I'm staying nice and low here. So let's add in that sway. So this time, the left hand, back hand's gonna lead, reaching forward, reaching for that ball. So let's tip it back, nice big sway. Inhale forward. Reach it back. One more time. Last to the back. We'll open up all the way, side angle pose. Chest stays lifted. Good work, we're almost there. Only got 2 more moves. Let's reverse that warrior. And we'll cartwheel hands all the way down. One down dog just to finish this side up. And we're gonna step a big step forward with the right foot, and we're just gonna come onto a wide-legged forward fold towards me. So this time our feet are gonna be parallel to the sides of the mat for one final stretch here. Our toes can be slightly in, head hangs heavy. That's enough of a break, right? So we're gonna press up into the hands, our heels are gonna come in, toes are out, so to the corners of the mat. We're just gonna pull it back into this goddess squat. So our knees are nice and wide here. Adjust your stance as you need to get nice and low. And to make it a little more firm, we're just gonna add a little pulse. So pulse with the legs, head stays right over the spine, so a nice long neutral line here. Pulse, 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 hold. You can either stick with that pulse, or we're just gonna lift one heel up. So I'm choosing to lift my left heel up. Lower the heel down, other side. One to each more. And again, you can always be choosing to stick with that pulse. Lowering my left heel, I'm inhaling the right up. One more time, you can do one on each side, or this time we're gonna hold up both heels hold. This is taking a lot of activation through the lower body that we've already tried to make tired. So if you need to touch down and repeat, do so. If you're only doing one side, other side lifts. 1, 2, 3. Release, wide-legged forward fold. Bringing those knees down, press it back into a nice big child's pose. One big clearing breath. And exhale, release. Good work. Sticking with that child's pose and making your way onto your back. I'll just end, or your glutes. We're gonna end with one stretch to each side, releasing those legs. So I'm just taking it for a nice little side stretch. One big inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Good work, everyone. That was a good half-hour power, bringing that leg in, taking the other one out. So again, you can add this on to any class, and you can add it to any meditation at the end, or a nice relaxing stretch. Let's bring that leg into center, crisscross. One inhale overhead. Exhale, arms come out to the side. One more time, inhale up. Exhale to the side. This time we're in a big circle sweep. Inhale, bringing it into heart center. Holding here. Sticking here for some seated meditation, or otherwise have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you enjoy the little sweat and half-hour power. Namaste. Miss everyone so much. Bye, guys.